Hello, my name is Ansley Baring, and I'm a meteorologist at the National Weather Service Atlanta. This is your weekly weather briefing for the week starting July 2nd and going through July 11th. Taking a look at our highlights for the week ahead, we are expecting daily rain and thunderstorm chances, with the bulk of the activity generally peaking during the afternoon and evening hours. Our highest chances of precipitation will be on Friday and Saturday as a frontal boundary approaches the area, and we will be kicking off a warming trend that will continue through the early part of next week. Our hottest temperatures are expected over the weekend, and we will, of course, be monitoring the forecast for any heat related product issuances. For the 4th of July, our forecast looks to be hot with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening for most locations. Taking a look at our current conditions, we do have a stationary boundary that is draped across South Georgia, and this is producing a few showers along that boundary for portions of central Georgia, as seen here on radar. Luckily, that boundary and abundant moisture in the area will also help produce abundant cloud coverage, which is going to help keep our temperatures a little bit lower than what we've been seeing lately. We do have high temperatures topping out in the upper 80s to low 90s. And with that boundary settled across South Georgia, that's going to keep our rain chances relegated primarily to areas south of the I-20 corridor. We do have our precipitation chances increasing along a gradient as you go south. But luckily today, we don't have any widespread severe weather chances. We could see a few strong thunderstorms this afternoon where a few storms could produce gusty winds, frequent lightning, and periods of locally heavy rainfall. For tomorrow, that boundary remains in place over South Georgia, and that again will help produce isolated showers and thunderstorms, primarily during the afternoon hours on Wednesday. Our temperatures start to rebound a little bit tomorrow, with most locations seeing highs top out in the low to mid 90s. Again, taking a look here at our chance of precipitation, isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected for most locations. However, no severe weather is expected at this time. Taking a look at our 4th of July forecast, we do have high pressure that's settled into the southeast. However, we do have a series of boundaries that's going to be making their way towards our forecast area. So with the abundant moisture back in place across southeast, we could see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms earlier in the day on Thursday, and those will increase to scattered showers and thunderstorms by the afternoon and evening. So taking a look at our chance of precipitation for the 4th of July, from roughly 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursday, this is our peak chance of precipitation. So most locations could expect to see anywhere between 30 to 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms through the day. Again, most of that activity will likely be in the afternoon to early evening hours. And overnight, most of the rain chances will be relegated to portions of North Georgia, where roughly about a 20% to 25% chance of rain is possible. So please remember that if you have any outdoor activities planned for the 4th, if you hear any thunder, please go indoors to reduce your risk of being struck by lightning. The 4th of July temperature forecast is going to be a hot one. We do have max temperatures topping out in the low to mid 90s, but again, with that abundant moisture in the atmosphere, we are expecting to see our maximum apparent temperatures or our heat index values in the triple digits. So right now, we do not have any heat advisories issued, but we will be monitoring the forecast, and if our heat index values meet our 105 degree heat index threshold value, we will issue any heat advisory products as needed. So Friday, we have a low pressure system that will be starting to occlude over portions of the northern plains and the Midwest. And that's going to help bring a cold front to our area. So our rain chances by Friday will be increasing as this cold front progresses eastward. On Saturday and Sunday, that cold front will slow down considerably and kind of park itself over portions of North Georgia. And what that means is that will help bring pretty active weather to our area in the way of just showers and thunderstorms. Again, we are not expecting to see any severe weather throughout this period. That should remain well to our north, but a few thunderstorms could be strong with frequent lightning, gusty winds, and locally heavy rainfall as the primary hazards. So breaking this down over the weekend for our rain chances, Friday is going to be pretty rainy for areas along and north of the I-85 corridor. Saturday, we will continue to see some pretty widespread showers and thunderstorms for most of the area. And Sunday, we will see more scattered activity with rain chances generally in the 30 to 40% range for most locations across the forecast area. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a warming trend that will be kicking off around midweek, and that will be lasting through the remainder of the forecast period. And so, again, Tuesday and Wednesday will be relatively cooler compared to what we have been seeing and compared to what our forecast high temperatures are going to be in the future. So we do see that uptick in daily temperatures where most locations will again return to the mid 90s, some locations seeing high temperatures in the upper 90s. But more notably, we do have triple digit heat index values in the forecast. So we'll be monitoring this again for any heat advisory issuances. It looks like Friday and Saturday are going to be some of our hottest days in terms of our heat index values. And so please remember, if you're doing anything outdoors, to drink plenty of water, take frequent breaks, and always check your car just to make sure you've got your kids or your pets out of the car. If you would like more safety info, head over to weather.gov/heat, and you can learn more about how to stay safe during periods of very high temperatures and heat index values. So for our daily precipitation chances, this chart really shows nicely that most of the activity in the for our shower and thunderstorms will be during the afternoon time frame from about 12 to 12 p.m., so noon, through about 12 a.m. So Friday and Saturday will have our highest chance of precipitation again as that boundary really starts to push into our area. And so hopefully by early next week, we'll return to some more isolated to scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. So again, as that boundary kind of loses steam, it will be draped over portions of our forecast area on Monday and Tuesday, producing more isolated to scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. The good news is that over the next 7 days, we will have up to 2 inches for portions of central Georgia and about a half of an inch to 1.25 inch for locations northward. And this is really beneficial rain for us as we are in a drought. And so this probably won't bust our drought, but hopefully some of this rainfall will help mitigate any further deterioration into our drought conditions. Of course, locally higher amounts are going to be possible throughout the next 7 days, especially if we get a couple of strong thunderstorms that are able to put down some locally higher rainfall amounts. So this forecast goes through next Thursday, and our forecast from the National Weather Service goes out through the next 7 days. So we're going to really lean on the Climate Prediction Center's 6 to 10 day temperature and precipitation outlook for the tail end of our briefing period. And so taking a look at our temperature outlook, most locations across our forecast area will see above average temperatures. And in terms of our precipitation, over the next 6 to 10 days, we will be seeing a slightly above normal rainfall amounts throughout that 6 to 10 day period. So, again, hopefully that will help alleviate some of our drought concerns across the state. Now we turn to the tropics. We do have Hurricane Beryl, which is a major hurricane, and that is expected to really move across portions of Jamaica and ultimately into the Yucatan Peninsula. Now, we'll be keeping an eye on this to see what happens after it goes through the Yucatan. There is some uncertainty, of course, after that hurricane interacts with land, and so we'll be keeping an eye on how that forecast evolves in the future. But for our 7 day outlook, otherwise, there is a 20% chance of a tropical development further to the east, and that appears to be following right on the heels of Hurricane Beryl. So we'll be keeping an eye on these systems in the coming days, and we'll be keeping an eye on how those forecasts evolve. So to wrap up for our highlights for the week, again, daily rain and thunderstorm chances will be possible, with the bulk of the activity peaking during the afternoon and evening hours. Our highest chances of precipitation will be on Friday and Saturday afternoon. And then we will be kicking off a warming trend that will continue through the early part of next week, where the hottest temperatures will be over the weekend. We will, of course, be monitoring the forecast should we need to issue any heat advisories. Our 4th of July forecast, again, is going to be hot with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening for most locations. So with that, I'll be wrapping up the weekly briefing. If you'd like to contact us, you can always reach us on our social media channels, via email, via phone, or of course, our NWS Chat 2.0 Slack channel. Thanks, and have a good week, and happy 4th of July.